Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah. I don't really know how to start this topic, but Shaitan was never an angel. Let's go ahead and just get that out of the way. Okay, I know Christians believe that he's a fallen angel. Let me try to explain angels to you. Angels are Allah's first creation. They don't have free will. They don't make choices. They don't make decisions. Allah says do, and they do. Period. There's no, oh, but I don't want to, or there's no choice. So, with that being said, the Shaitan can never ever have been an angel, because he disobeyed Allah, which is not even in an angel's DNA structure to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Holy Quran talks about Iblis as a physical being made of fire. He is portrayed as a rebellious creature, basking in glory of the matter he was made of, and showing arrogance to man, who was made of clay. To Satan's mind, fire is far more superior to clay because it can destroy clay with its power. The cause of his rebellion against God was the high regards in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had held Adam when he created him, and for his forthcoming role on earth, especially when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the angels to prostrate themselves to Adam alayhi salam. As the Quran implies, Satan was part of the angelic group, which means, okay, let's say me and my 4 brothers, we're together, we're in a little clique, but my neighbor comes over, and because we're with him every day, he becomes part of the group. Doesn't mean he's my brother. It just means we accept him as one of us. The Quran keeps showing pictures that depict the dialogue with Shaitan to make clear the grudge this creature holds against man. He asked God to grant him immortal status in this life so that he could concentrate on his vendetta against mankind. In so doing, he wants to topple mankind from the lofty status that Allah has put them on and make them struggle between good and evil. He spares no effort in tempting man to incline towards doing what would in the end spell disaster for his being by tampering down man's spirit and his possession with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. God created Satan in honor to favor him over many of his creatures. This regards with Shaitan was started when he ordered the angels, Satan included, to bow down to Adam in a big celebration that was held as a sign of glorification for the new creatures on account of his intrusive characteristics. The great role that awaited him in representing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on earth and putting all creation at his service in order to play his part in the most efficient manner. In many verses, the Holy Quran mentions the characteristics of Satan. By and large, he is portrayed as an insufficient creature who is at odds with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially in great issues. He is painted as an egotistical, self-centered, and arrogant person, not to mention the least. These are the qualities that make man strive to reach the highest stations while competing for a far better future through sound intelligence and for better works. The Quranic verse assumes different approaches to present the whole picture and scenes that seem plausible with life, movement, and lifelessness, with the aim of making the gulf between man and Satan far greater on one hand. On the other hand, importance is given to the sense that terribleness of arrogance and indulgence in self-worth and the extent to which it can influence the lives of living beings, as happened to Shaitan. And behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam, and they bowed down, except Iblis. He refused, for he was one of those that rejected faith. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 34. It is also stated in the Quran, it is we who created you and gave you shape. Then we bade the angels to bow down, to Adam, and they bowed down, except Iblis. He refused to be of those who bowed down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, what prevented thee from bowing down when I commanded thee? He said, I am better than he. Didn't you make me from fire and him from clay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, get thee down from this. It is not for thee to be arrogant here. Get out, for thou art of the meanest creatures. That's Surah 7, ayats 11 through 13. Surah 17, 61 through 62 says, behold, we said to the angels, prostrate unto Adam. They prostrated except Iblis. He said, shall I prostrate to one whom thou hast created from clay? He said, seest thou, this is the one whom thou hast honored above me? If thou wilt but respite me to the day of judgment, I will surely bring his descendants under my sway, all but a few. That statement right there, Shaitan is telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, grant me immortality, put me on earth, and I will mess with mankind until the day of resurrection. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, alhamdulillah, do that. Go down there. Test who you want to test. Mess with who you want to mess with. If they stay strong, they stay strong. If they fall, then they are one of you. Let them fall. So, I've mentioned that Allah created angels first, without free will. They cannot disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we know for a fact that the Shaitan was never an angel. So for those that are confused about what's going on, below the description I will be leaving the ayats that I have mentioned in this blog, and if you don't believe what I say, you can go to the Quran al-Kareem and you can look these ayats up yourself, and you can reference them, and you can do your own knowledgeable work. And inshallah, that's what you do, because don't take my word for it. I mean, if you don't believe what I say, then go look it up. I'll give you the ayats and they will be below. If I've said anything out of the way, if I've made a mistake, if I have disrespected anybody, that is solely on me, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me for my actions. But if I have said anything that is truthful, anything that is positive, it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. I will continue my blogs. Please subscribe to Home of Islam. Click the link below, and inshallah we can help spread this deen. Dawah is fard for all Muslims. So I ask that if I've said anything, please comment below and correct me. I don't have a problem with being corrected. But if I've said anything right, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, pass it on. Give your dawah. We all need to give dawah. Yahamakallah. I ask that you understand that I am just a man. I'm not perfect. I am a Muslim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad abduhu wa rasuluhu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And I bear witness that there is only one God, Allah, and that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his last and final messenger. So, I know I'm not Arab. I know I'm not from the Middle Eastern descent. I know there's a lot of people that say we don't honor white Muslims, or astaghfirullah, man. Allah didn't say just this type of people is allowed to go to Jannah and this type of people is going to hellfire. Islam was for the world. It's for everybody. So we need to stop this trying to decipher what the Quran means, and ask a knowledgeable scholar. Ask someone who knows. I mean, that's Islam. If you don't know, you ask someone who knows. And if they don't know, they'll ask someone who knows. We don't just live. This is not blind faith. Islam is a way of life. One who submits to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Shaitan did not submit to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is not of those people. Angels, they have no choice but to submit to the will of Allah. He didn't give them an option. I hope I've made this topic clear. If not, comment below, and maybe I'll make another video to fix what I didn't mention. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.